See if I can get things working here. Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing really well on this Wednesday. Welcome to the Produce Aisle. We're working in Cakewalk by Bandlab once again, as per usual. And this tune is taking a while. It's called Floating City. Started it a month or two ago. It hasn't come together quite as fast as some of the others, but the pieces seem to be there. But Claire, my fellow bandmate in Aloe Recliner, we're still tweaking it. So that's what I'm going to work on today, is getting some sort of fresh sounds for it, especially with the drums, and making sure that this synth is good. So, and I still am having kind of glitching issues. I think it is better since I have been more vigilant about not using 32-bit VSTs, because Cakewalk, this is something Andre, who hopefully, I hope you show up, Andre, told me that might be a problem because I was using Sitala 32-bit, and I used Sitala on everything, and I was having this glitching issue. And hopefully I switched it over. I did switch it over to 64-bit, and I hope that helps. I found also that sadly, my favorite free mellotron instrument, the Redtron, also known on my system as Container, it's 32-bit. So I have had to replace it, and that really played prominently in this song. So I found another one by Audiolatry that was free. It's called Mel-Lofi, and it's pretty good. I don't think it's as good as my other 32-bit one. I tried to download a plugin that would sort of like be a bridge between the 32-bit version and the 64-bit version, called JBridge, but I don't know, that didn't seem to be working or doing anything, so I just switched instruments, and we're going to tweak it until it sounds nice, but it's sounding pretty good so far. So let's just listen through and do what I do. I'm kind of like a bee pollinating different flowers. It may not look like there's much rhyme or reason to it, but in the end, I do get it all mixed somehow and released because I have things out in the world. And in fact, our latest single is coming out May 5th. And we had to push it back because of some technical difficulties and some exciting things with a collaborator. We're collaborating with Lawn Beetle, who has done the wonderful trumpet samples. His fellow here in New Orleans named John Cuthbert. And he is an awesome trumpet player who has a sample pack. And I just loved them so much. It didn't seem right to just use the samples that I bought for, I don't know, like $10 or $20 on these songs where there's such an important part of the melody that just sort of felt like, I can't, I don't want to do that. So I gave him a little piece of the writing credit, a little piece of the master, and the distribution cut. So that he's now a collaborator, which feels really, really cool. Anyway, let's go through this. Here's the glitching thing where you hear nothing and it's rolling and then it rolls in. I don't know. It continues to be an issue. I do think I'm sure the 32-bit, 64-bit thing doesn't hurt me to go to all 64-bit things, since Cakewalk is apparently native 64-bit. And that stuff confuses me. I think my kick is a little too strong. I'm kind of wanting to just turn down everything a little bit. And that little ticky sound I want to replace. A little ticky sound, okay. See, this might actually have too much going on right now. And I need to get the levels on my guitars right. Let's see, 38. Let's get this. I was working with Claire just yesterday, and she was telling me, like, Lorene, when you go quiet and are just like doing things on the screen, and I'm sitting here and you're very intent on whatever it is you're doing, I feel dumb. So tell me what you're doing. And I was like, oh, okay, then I'll treat it like my live stream and I'll just chatter away. I thought it would be boring, but no, she was very interested in that. Hi, Mark George. How are you? Mike Oldfield. Oh, that sounds so familiar. Is that a new age artist? Mike Oldfield? That sounds really familiar. I bet I'll have to look up. I have to look up Mark Oldfield. But yeah, it's got it sort of has this vintage vibe to it. I think something about the treatment of the guitar is just like, oh, that sounds kind of like 90s relaxation music, and that's great. I deal with these guitar levels here. Yeah, it's too loud. Too loud when you come in. And then that gets loud too. Huh, I don't have any EQing on this one at all. I'm just going to steal the EQing from over here, and by holding down Control and dragging it over. Come on. I know it works. Yeah. What? Do I have to turn this on? Okay. Why? Okay. Well, how about this one? That one worked for some reason. But why? There. All right. Goodness. Okay, and there's some little timing thing here where these aren't fully lined up. And I want to look at that too. I'm going to hide this little section over here so I can have more real estate. Classed as New Age, but he's a genius behind Tubular Bells. Ah, okay. He did an album called Songs of Distant Earth, which has this dreamy sound. Ooh, cool. I will check. I'm going to write this down. Mike Oldfield. Yeah. Okay, the Tubular Bells. That's why it sounds so familiar. I grew up listening to New Age music. My parents were really into it. So lots of Enya, lots of Yanni, Vangelis, and Stephen Halpern. Anybody listen to Stephen Halpern? Stephen Halpern's still making music. I used to go to sleep to that his Atlantis album all the time, even though like back in the day it was a cassette and you ran one side, and I didn't have one of those players that like automatically flipped itself, so it would like go. I'd be all sleepy and relaxed, and it'd go ka-chunk and like, the end of the tape. Anyway, Mike Oldfield. All right, cool. Distant Songs of Distant Earth. Wow, what a beautiful title. God, I love that title. Songs of Distant Earth. Awesome. I will listen to that later. All right, timing. We're going to do a little timing here. I guess whenever I zoom in on timing things, it can sort of turn my brain into mush. All right, let me get the context. It's like they're late or they're early. Well, let's just try nudging them all up. be happy with that for now. Save. So this is my new Melotron instrument. I'll show you, and it is free. And it's pretty good. It has the sounds that you'd want in a Melotron. The other one that I had that was 32-bit, and they don't seem to have a 64-bit version, had so many wonderful sounds, and it sounded like gritty. I think this one is sort of missing some of the grit. But it's hard to know. Like, whoa, wait. I don't even know what these little buttons do. What is this? We're going to find out. I just downloaded it yesterday, and I'm playing with it for the first time today. So let's see how this sounds. Maybe I'll just set this to a little bit of a loop. And wait, what just happened? I didn't hit delete. What? What just happened? Okay, well, all right, I'm not gonna worry about what just happened. I'm going to set the, oh, I see what's happening. All right, I need to set my loop to the selection points. That's what I need to do. Great, there we are. So now, this little microchip thing, like engine, the, what do you call it? Audio engine. Hi, Mark Bell. How's it going? I feel like I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Welcome back. Oh, that feeling of being lost. All of a sudden, like, what just happened? Oh my God. Sometimes it's like I just zoomed to a different part of the screen and not everything is lost. Sometimes I just like hit a button. It was clumsy fingers and something new and unexpected happened. Yeah. It happens. It happens. All right, so I'm going to experiment with this sound. Now I've got my little loop on, so we'll just let it roll. Like, what are these? Why aren't they? Why? Oh. Oh, okay. It's a little. They're little sound effects. That's cute. What's this? And rain. What? Okay. Cute. Again, I just feel like the quality of the recordings themselves aren't as rich as that other one, but it's okay. I'm going to get over it. And if this helps with the glitching, then it'll be worth it. But so far I'm still glitching, so maybe it won't be worth it and I'll just go back. I don't know. Turn down these sparkles. Well, I've got this looping. Work on this little tick sound. That sound. Pretty sure that's just like a little like 808 sample from the 808 drum set. It's when we talk about 808s nowadays, people are just talking about the like bass / kick sound from this particular drum machine, but it was the name of the drum machine, all of the drum machine itself, and it had like claps and hats and all. It's very iconic. But anyway, this little sound, I want to try to find an alternative. Oh, Mike George, you're saying my Cakewalk seems to be crashing a lot, but it keeps installing with an error, so I don't know what's going on there. Ooh. You could try opening it in safe mode. Also, it might have problems with certain plugins if you use third-party plugins, then you can try opening your projects like by turning on each of your plugins one by one and see if one is problematic to it crashing. That's really common, unfortunately. So something to try. I'm sorry about the crashing. It always sucks. Okay, I have a collection of little DIY loops that I've made over the time that I've been doing stuff. Made these neat ones last week. Like that might be cute. Ooh, let's try that one instead. I like that. These are such great little sounds. I'm gonna try that one too. It's not bad, but I like this one better, I think. I'm gonna try this one. I really like that one. So just to show you, in case you weren't here last week, these sounds came from me hitting this little adorable miniature shopping cart. And we made lots of produce aisle jokes, grocery store and produce. So I like that sound. I think that's a good alternative. I'm still having the glitching, so maybe it's not the 32-bit issue. Unless I'm still using a version of... Oh, look at this. Wait. Look at this. See how this... Right here. What is this? E float. 32 bits mono. What is that referring to? This? It must be. That's 32 bits. Well, but that's a recording. I think it's okay. Ugh. Mark George, yes, these are real guitars. These are me playing my electric guitar. And I have a very nice... let's see. What did I do for the guitars? I have them running through a nice sound. Let me find it for you. It's pretty, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I used the like THU, the amp simulator here in Cakewalk. I wonder why I can't find it. So here's my guitar bus, but there's not a whole lot going on there. There's sound delay, but that's not even, that's just like a mid-side setting. I'm a little bit stumped as to why my guitar sounds so good. I'll find it eventually. Wow, that's so weird. Cause yeah, they do sound nice, and it's running through an amp simulator that I can't find. Like, what? This is bizarre. Cause I don't even have like the Pro channel on my guitar. Wow, guys. I don't know. So you've been really busy, Mark? Yep, I totally get that. Ooh, you do a podcast and comics? Gracious. Drop that link, sir. Let us know what you're doing. Okay, no, wait. I'm too distracted. I'm too distracted by this guitar thing. I was dealing with this ticky sound. And I want to tame it a little bit. See, this is why I'm like a bee. I just go from flower to flower as they need my attention. Let's see. First of all, let's see this sound. What is this? Let's inspect this little sound that I made, first of all. Let's narrow the cue. See what else is going on in here. Oh, see, now here's the problem. And if you've been following with my lives, every time I do an EQ sweep like this, I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Now I need to automate it. So I'm going to do that. And that's going to be what I do. And that's going to be the sound. But first I need to shape the sound a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So what have we got? I want to put this in the drum bus. Oh, and I've been really enjoying this. I'm going to put that on everything now. Just turn it down altogether. Let's shape the compression a little bit before put that more of that in there. Take less of the out. It's a little evened up. Sweepmeister. It's me, Sweepmeister 3. If only I swept the house as much as I sweep my EQs. Oh, nice. Oh, you and your wife do a comedy recap podcast of mystery shows? Yes, love that. That's great. Yeah, drop the link if you can. And I always like to know what y'all's creative projects are, because it's exciting and I like to support art. So yeah, if you have a link to it, drop it in the chat. If it won't let you drop links for some reason, then just like type out where we can search for it. That would be cool. Okay, back to the sound. All right, that's not bad. I think... All right, where does this sound start and stop? Scrolling back and forth, by the way, I am holding Control and using my mouse scroll wheel. So, starts here. I mean, first thing I could do, I could try... whatever, I'm going to automate it by hand. There's things I could do, but I think I just am going to do it as I feel it. So let's go. Ugh. Of course, it decides to glitch. Cool. That's real nice. Commentarlos, welcome. We're chilling, automating some EQ sweeps. Wait, am I in fact automating the EQ sweep? I don't see the little lines. Do you? Oh, wait. Okay. Yes, I predict with my magic crystal ball that the little automation lines will be all the way down here, because I have it split out so that this is my MIDI for Sitala, and then oh, and I have things in folders. So here we go. Should be. There they are. There they are. It's my automation lines. So now this should be going all on itself. I'm not automating it. Or I already automated it, so now it moves by itself. Okay, cool. All right, now I'll get back to my automating. Very good. When I couldn't see it, I was a little confused. Mark Val. Okay, what? You say my comic company's flagship comic is the story of a group of teen girls. Yes. Remember Teen Girl Squad, Homestar Runner? Okay, anyway. Who use science in their YouTube channel to disprove the supernatural. Wow, I love this so much already. Until ghosts and other Things show up. That's amazing. That's amazing. You the higher marginalized artist. Okay. I don't know why that sentence tickled me. I guess because just a lot of artists are marginalized, and so it sounds like. But that's great. Like BIPOC. You mean like BIPOC type and LGBTQ? I imagine. Yes, but perhaps. Okay, that's really really rad. Spirit 2 is out today. Oh, I love it. Oh, that sounds so great. And you're getting back to your EP? Fantastic. Bravo. That comic does sound phenomenal. I want to see it. I want to read it. This glitch. Not going to pull out my hair out today. I'm growing my hair out, so I can't pull it out. I just got to figure out a way to fix this glitch is what I need to do. And back to our automating. Will it let me grab it? Yeah, okay. Oh my God. It's looping, y'all. I was like, this is a long section. This section's too long. Why didn't I arrange it correctly? It's because it's looped. Do I have coffee somewhere in front of me? No, I don't. It's all right. Let's drink some water. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all well. Tell me what time it is in the world where you are. And so for here right now in New Orleans, it's like a bit after 3. It's 3:30. And I guess I'm trying to make this sort of worldwide accessible in a way, but unfortunately in Australia it's like 2 a.m. or something like that, which is a bummer. But if this time works for a lot of you, then I'll keep it. But I think I get a little loopy in the afternoon. I get kind of tired. Just need more coffee in my face. Okay. Wow. Got the loop off. Goodbye, loop. Now we are back to automating. Whew, we got there. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. 9:30 p.m. in the UK. Sweet. That seems like very, very reasonable time to be taking in some little like YouTube. What do we? Little Spiral talked about these kinds of these sorts of working streams as like second screen companion. So I may not be the main event, and that is totally okay. I'm totally okay with that. Oh, the audio engine's broken. Everything's breaking. Maybe I need to pay money for things maybe it wouldn't break. I don't know. I can't think about that too hard. Andre, hi! Nice to see you. I changed over to Sitala 64-bit, and I found a Melotron instrument that's 64-bit. I'm still having the glitching. It's like, I was so hopeful. It doesn't hurt me to have things running in 64-bit anyway, and like just resist the 32-bit this and that, even if they're like an accordion or a mellotron. Oh, back to my automating. All right, and that's it for that little ticky sound. Oh, that flute's not so bad. Woo! Missing something, though. Missing a whole part. happen. I have suspicions that I may have faded the whole master bus too soon. No. Didn't fade the master bus at all, as a matter of fact. All right. Let's figure out this mystery. First, check the velocities. You see this down here, folks? They're playing, but they're so quiet. I can't hear. There's that glitch. Oh my god. All right. So anyway, we're gonna up these velocities, and then we'll hear the flute. Sitala it's become one of my favorite things, just because ease of use. It doesn't make me feel stupid to try to use it. It's like things are pretty straightforward. Things are connected to other things in ways I can understand. Whereas, like, I don't know, I have the free contact player, and I'm still intimidated by it, which makes me mad. It's like, it's not easy to use. It's not easy to use. And I like things that are like easy and fun to use. So even though I bought the most incredible taiko drum instrument for the free contact player and like paid maybe $200 for it, I still haven't like cracked it open and played with it because contact is hard to use for me. And I hope I can get over that, but it's irritating and makes me feel dumb. And I try to avoid that feeling these days for my mental health. So yeah, Sitala. Sitala's great. And also free. So yay. Save. I'm going to go back to the beginning and see what needs doing. This instrument. Let's talk about this instrument a little bit. Who was it that recommended this to me? Pretty sure it was Super Rabbit that was talking about Atmos. And it's by my favorite company, the Electronic Sound Lab, who makes creepy piano. And it's just a lovely instrument. I have the piano part turned up more, but I'm going to play with the more synthy part of it too. And even though Atmos was not free, it was inexpensive. I want to say it was $20, something like that. So that's always really nice. You know what? I want to start it with more piano-y. I wonder if this will work. So I just hit it right to right automate here. So when we get into the song, I want to turn up the synth part and turn down the piano a little bit. Turn down. Just turn it down. Hold up. When that little ticky sound comes in, I want it to sound like it's not coming out of thin air. I want it to come and be sort of like a somewhat natural progression, but right now it just feels like, oh, what's that? Mark George, you're saying once you get to grips with contact, it opens out so much. A lot of stuff is expensive, but I don't think I could live without it now. That's what a lot of people say. And I sort of wonder if it isn't like the way it works with Cakewalk is awkward or something. But yep, it's on my list. It's on my list of things to tackle. Yeah, let me see if I can also just like put a little bit of reverb on this sound to make it softer, rounder, more far away. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. Oh, that's fascinating that reverb adds some little like grain granules to it. I think I like it. The other thing I want to add is the reverb. This might be totally weird, but see what inverse does to it too. Add this after the EQ. Whoa. There we go. Interesting. That sort of makes it a whole world. Cool. Other things to tackle. Football players, the patriarchy, more amazing earrings. Yeah. I mean, I could switch it up for you. I could. But these are pretty rad, so I'm sticking with them. Yeah, I've watched Mike's videos on Contact and Cakewalk, and it's worth another watch. I think he did one, and then he did an update to that one. So when next I need to make like an epic taiko battle piece, I'll have to rewatch that. Now that ticky sound is like sounding like it's going along with the rain, I like it. All right, cool. Save. It didn't write it. Even though I told it to write on this Atmos instrument. All right then, forget it. Going back to just the piano-y sound. It's a nice sound. Just the piano. Yeah, I like it. Clack is one of my favorite sounds, but I'm wanting to replace it. Move it over so I can have something to replace to compare it. Oh, yep, that's fine. All right, so that's the sound. Do I have anything that could sound like that? Like the sound itself has reverb in it already, so knowing that I can always add reverb to something. What could I use? One of these? It's such a cool sound. Nope. I only have a few I don't have an enormous library of sounds that I've made myself yet. I think that's too, it's like too much, but let's try it anyway. That's not bad. It sure just gives it a different flavor though, doesn't it? Let me change the shape a little bit. Compress it. Whoa. What's this tone do? What's that do? What does that do? Oh, I want more. Yeah, I want more uppers. Oh. Interesting. Look, okay. How interesting. This tone thing, it kind of like EQs it. It's not bad. All right, so that's an option. Here again is our original. Oh, the snappity clickety is so nice. Let's see what else I got. Maybe. Oh, that's really nice. Here, let me make the top of it a little cleaner. It's almost a double sound. I like that. All right, just to check it out with this other one. I think this was like an aspirin bottle that I had. I think I like that one even better. Again, to compare it. Yeah, it's a little, it makes it a little softer, which I like. And last pill bottle. No. I think some of these were really nice. This one. Do I like the lead up? Or do I want it more direct? That nice, like, solid hit's good on right on the transient. Sitala! So cool! Save. Yeah, all right. All right. Let's look at the kick now. I really like this kick, so this might be a little tricky. I'm not entirely happy with some of the kicks that I've made. So it may not be something I replace today. But let's look at what I have. And there's some pretty good kicks through with using Vital too. So that one might work. It's not as like big and round though. Wait, that's not even mine. Why is that doing in here? Let me listen to it again. It's audio dropouts, man. All right, well, something I want to try first is we are going to insert an instrument and it's going to be Vital. Okay. And I should have set it up for, you know what? Let me redo that. Redo that. Insert instrument. Vital, advanced, output, kicks. Okie dokie. Then it already puts it in the right bus. Good. Okay. And I have some percussion sounds on here. It's a cool sound. Maybe. I like that. It's funny it's got that little click on the end of it. That could work though. Let me mute this kick. That could work. That little click is so... It's interesting though. Well, all right, fine. At the very least, I should sample it. So I'm going to... I want to insert send, new aux track, set that aux track to record. So I'm going to resample. That's what is happening right now. And I also want to add a track. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Of two minds on that. And I want to have this go to the kick bus also. Kicks. All right. Create. Why did I put it all the way down there? I'm just gonna grab a couple of these. So here we go. Now I need the metronome on. That's really all I need. Okay, so then I'm gonna put those down there. We're gonna mute that. I doubt I'll need it again. And let's have a look. So we're gonna top and tail these so that they start right on the nice transient. Transient? The highest part. Zooming all the way in. Yep. Cool. Okay. And we'll split. I don't need the rest of that. Just need this little guy right here. And let's make it louder. I'm going to normalize it, setting it. All right. Then double click that, and I have it here, and I'm going to, whoa, no. I need to first bounce it so that I'm not saving like all of it. I just want this one little thing. So I bounce that. So now it is its own unit. Now I double click that. And go to clip, save loop. And it's going to be kick with click. Okie dokie. Mute that too, mute that, mute all that. And then go to my Sitala. And see about replacing it. Oh, because I muted that. Right. So we're gonna take that off mute. I don't think I use the snare at all in this one. So I'm gonna just move that over so I can have my reference and see if I like this new kick sound. Kick with click. All right, here's another thing I want to try then. I want to try taking this sound. We'll unmute this again. We're going to solo this. Boy. All right, and I want to try transposing that down some so it's a little deeper. See if that works. See if we like it. So transpose down by 6. All right, and maybe I can get rid of that click. That's getting That's getting there. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Nice. I like that. I'm going to bounce that. Maybe I can probably make it wumpier with EQ. That's a word, wumpier, which means I want more of like 60 to 100 hertz in it. But that's not bad. So now that I've bounced it, I'm going to double click and save that as kick deeper. And we'll see about plugging it into Sitala now. It really is just like one sound at a time building this new kit because I'm wanting to build it in such a way that I can say I made all the sounds myself. And that'll just be good all around. No, I'm not anti-sample, but yeah, that sounds pretty decent. Sweet. It's clicking. Let's hear it. All right, let's get in there with some EQ. I think the shape is good, and now we need to work on the frequencies. So this here kick. see where we're at with it. It's $1 million question. If y'all can figure out why it's glitching like this. I know it's complicated. Wump. I need wump. All right, let's do some of the other things that I did to like bass guitar. Let's add some saturation to this sound. I think I have a little bit through the warm slammed bus, yes. And then I want to insert module, saturation knob. Let's saturate it a bit. Let's see if there's a presetting for drum. There is. Let's see if we like it. That's good. Now it's all too loud. Let's see how we can shape with our compression. Put a bunch in and take some out. Better. And let's give it some thump also. Wump is 60 to 100. Thump is like 200-ish. Ooh. Dare I put reverb on it? Do I have some reverb on it already? I don't think so. Let me put a little bit of reverb on it. Not that much. There's like still too much top on it. Too much click in it. It's better. Yeah. I might want to bring that click back, but that's good for now. What else? I want to make sure that my kick and my bass are not fighting. What send is this? Okay, good. Yes, it is getting out of the way of the bass. Good. Yeah, the bass is getting out of the way of the kick. That's what I'm saying. All right. Patience with this stupid issue that I don't understand. What if I added infra? Wait, let me take my own advice here. So, okay. No, but I was talking about bass guitar. So we've EQ'd out the clicky part. Added wump, added thump. Added compression. Added saturation. I'm going to add infra. Which is, it makes frequencies. It's Blue Lab infra. And I want to add a little bit of the sub octave. Maybe 20%. And phantom frequency, 20 hertz. That's really below what anybody can hear. So let's call it 40, which is also pretty darn low. just have to wait for it. That's nice. And without. And with. And without. And with. That's nice. Yes. Save. Turn down this clack a little bit. It's still a little abrasive. Ooh. Take out these highs then. Take off the shelf. Where do I release my music? All kinds of places. The shortcut I'm going to give you is LoreenJAnderson.com. But I have several projects, so you can see a few of them there. One of them is called Yes Double Yes, that is like half out, really lengthy, so far anyway, kind of sci-fi meditation ambient music. Coming out with a new one May 10th. As a matter of fact. But if you want to hear it now, you can also go to YouTube Fine Art Loop, where I do kind of screensaver type animations and put them to the music so you can hear that. I also have a band called Aloe Recliner. And we have one out that's like lo-fi beats, like what we're building now, called Busy Happy. You can check that one out. It's a really sweet song. Little instrumental, chill, cozy beats, we call them. And then you can also hear my Producile electronic stuff. I have an EP called I Am Okay. And that's like, it's more akin to like hyperpop. And it's like got sort of a 80s, 90s flair. Yeah. Like electropop, I would say. And that's 3 songs. But yes, I'm wanting to release a lot more Producile stuff, electropop things. So that's in the plans also. But I'm just enjoying the kind of chill vibes right now with Yes Double Yes and Aloe Recliner. So all that said, thank you for supporting music of independent artists like myself. I'm happy with that bass or that kick sound now. Ah, that's great. It's still a little loud. Thank you, Mark Bell. That's very sweet of you to say. These snaps. Do we have an alternative for the snaps? Let's find out. All right. Am I sure that I have Sitala 64 on here? Is that is that my problem? It's really driving me crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure that I just deleted the 32 version. Yeah. See, it's 64-bit. Why? I just wanted it so badly for the glitch to be about that, and I guess it's not. What is this? Windows 10 or 11? I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know right now. I don't know. It's at least 10. Yeah. It's a good question. It's probably 10. But I don't know. All right, snaps. This glitch is really bad today, y'all. It's really bad, so I might have to just end. Drives me nuts. Those pills, that pill bottle sounds really good. I'm really happy. Really happy with it. All right, let's figure out something else for the snaps, because those aren't mine. So here's my snappies. I don't think I use this rim hit either. So we'll move those over so we have something to compare, and then we'll stick them there instead. Let's try this first. That was terrible. It's terrible. I could also just like snap my fucking fingers. All right. So we're gonna do just this actual snapping. What's wrong with me? All right, back to our track up here. I'm going to set this track to be in our tops bus, and I'm gonna snap my fingers and have that be the thing. Okay, first of all, let me take this off solo, move this back over for now, and snips. I might have to like layer them up, so that's what we're gonna do. Done that before. Of course, somebody's like weed whacking outside. It's gonna be a pristine recording, y'all. Pristine. Okay. Set this to not stereo. This new little interface that I got, it is okay, but is not actually 4 inputs as advertised, which is frustrating. Hello, check 1 2, check. Awesome. Mark George, you're thinking of DistroKid? I'm very curious as to why. I think that there's better options, but a lot of people like them. But they take down your music after you stop paying a subscription fee, and I think that is not a good deal. I think it's not a good deal. I mean, most people on DistroKid are definitely paying more per year to keep up a subscription than they are getting back. Often there's not like an expectation that you'll get anything back. And I just think it's sort of like not a great business to do it that way, where you put your heart and soul into something and put it out into the world, and you want it to be like kind of a permanent thing that's going to be around as a piece of your intellectual property. But then like the minute you stop paying, they take it down. And I don't know. I get it, like that they have their own expenses and whatnot to pay, but I don't think that's good business. So yeah. I'm going with Lander these days. Also, because for me, when you're saying for me, it's one place to manage all my different musical entities. Lander, I can have, I think, up to like, with the current plan that I'm on, I can have like up to 7 artists on there. And I have 3 right now. So I have the Produce Isle, I have Aloe Recliner, and I have Yes Double Yes. And if I want more in future, I can. And I've liked them so far. Their support is also really good and really responsive. And then they have all the other sort of nice things about Landers, like mastering service, AI mastering services, and samples and different kind of like production products. It's pretty interesting. And I've just gotten into their sessions thing, which is basically like Zoom. It's like you have a Zoom account, but it's optimized for streaming from your DAW. And so collaborating that way. So just now getting into using that. So anyway, Landers tends to work pretty well for me. But yeah, I sort of like have side eye for DistroKid, but some people love it and think it works great and like it works for them. So whatever works for you and you're thinking about music as a business or not, or as a hobby. But yeah, I think for like any kind of leaving a legacy, which if you've taken the time to record your stuff beautifully, to produce your stuff beautifully, it just takes hours and hours of your life to do it and do something well. And yeah, there's other ways you can put it up into the world permanently and like not have to pay a subscription to do so. And that because it's your property. It's your property that you worked hard to create. And it's like real estate or anything else. It's like literally your intellectual property. So it could be an asset to you. And also, you don't have to think about it like that. If you don't want to think about it like that, you certainly don't have to. Because it's its own ball of wax. And just like keeping it hobby style and fun and light is your speed, then, whatever brings more joy to the world, I think that's worthy of doing. Okay, soapbox. Soapbox is done. Oh, funny, Mark. Another one of your accidentally slightly successful hobbies. Love that. Accidentally successful. Nice. Songwriter Dermot McMahon, hi again. Nice to see you in the chat. It's been a minute. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you too. Hi, welcome back. So you use CD Baby. I also use CD Baby for the Duke of Uke and his Novelty Orchestra, which is like, that's another project that I'm in, but it's not an active project, but it's by far the most successful musical project I've ever had. Again, we're called the Duke of Uke and his Novelty Orchestra. I play sousaphone and sing in that, and it is wildly different from the other music that I make, and that it's not electronic at all. Nothing about us is electronic. So if you wanted to look them up, they're pretty rad too. And still, we've been with CD Baby since the 2000s, so they're pretty decent too. And their customer service is very, very good at CD Baby. So there's that. Okay. Oh, and Mark George, you use Bandcamp. Yeah, they don't promote it. It's true. I mean, and promoting yourself is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing to promote yourself, and everybody has their own level of how much of that they can stand. I go in phases where I am in the mood for it, promoting myself, and phases where I'm like, I want to just let the work speak for itself, and I don't want to do anything about it, and I want to make new things. So it's a mode. At the very least, I'm trying to put visual components to every musical thing I make. That is something I'm going for, is like bare bones promotion type stuff, just because it gets 100% more engagement than it would if it were just musical. With another piece of your brain, the visual component showing up with the audio component. So that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to create a video for everything that I make. The video for Atlantis is going to be really rad. We made it with an AI tool called Kaiber, which is it's like an AI animating tool, and It's quite impressive, though still has glitches, but it's really neat too. Okay. And I'm going to record snaps pretty soon. I like all these questions. It's nice to chat and be like, okay, it's all right for me to have a soapbox. This is my channel, dang it. Yeah. How many instruments do I play? Well, I feel like I've gotten worse at playing instruments because that takes its own time to practice and actually play rather than the like studio magic that I do every day. So I would say I'm a singer. I play tuba and guitar. Really, that's about it. Maybe recorder. We'll throw recorder in there because I did record myself playing recorder on the EP that I produced, Eugene Ruff Wagner's Undeleted Scenes. Oh, I want to write that down too, because I put a lot of my blood, sweat, and tears into that, even though my name isn't on the cover. So I'll write down this EP called Undeleted Scenes by Eugene Ruff Wagner. And that's very much a Produce-style sound. So I played recorder on the last track called One Note Melody. Anyway, yes. Mark Bell, you're saying I have done a bunch of 30-second ones with things like public domain comics and movies and short films. I film myself. Neat. I think visuals are important. And I've been doing a lot of them lately, too. I've been making, like, VJ clip animation type things, like little 4-second, 8-second, 12-second looping seamless things. And that's been a blast also. If you follow my Facebook, which is the Produce-style Music, Lorene Anderson, I post up some of that visual art stuff that I do as well. Okay, snapping. Here we go. Did I already arm the track? I sure did. Here we go. Oh, and it's way clipping. There we go. Adjusted it a little bit. Drop that mic. Very serious snapping. Alright, that's enough. Oh, so serious. I've been so serious lately. I'm feeling really done with being serious. And this last weekend here in New Orleans, there was the 9th annual Giant Puppet Festival, which by Giant Puppet Festival, they didn't necessarily mean giant puppets, but there were like a lot of acts. So it was a giant festival of puppet things, and it was absolutely wonderful. Mark Bell, thank you. Blacklit Unicorn. Yeah, you saw it. Isn't it weird? Cool. Yeah. I love making these things. They're so neat. I should do a live Q&A. Well, here we are. We are in it, Mark. Fire away. We're live Q&A as we speak. So what I'm going to do to line these up to get more of a full snappy sound is I'm going to put in a couple more comp lanes and just pile these up on top of each other. I wonder if this will work. Oh, it did. That was cool. Okay, I'll show you what I did. I highlighted what I wanted to copy. And then I hold Control. And while on the top part, holding on the top part of this waveform, hold Control and then drag. I'm so glad that works in take lanes too. That's neat. So now if I line these all up, nicely. And you see that these are take lanes. They're not separate tracks. So it's just this one snap. It's interesting that 3 snaps all sound. Need to chorus them a little bit. Nice. Let's add one more take lane here. Yeah, I didn't realize I have so many feelings about DistroKid. Like, on the one hand, I think that they get people's attention who maybe wouldn't have even thought about distributing their music or known how. And it seems affordable at first glance. And indeed, it can pay itself off. But there again, it takes a long time for, I think, musical projects. This is my experience. This is in my grain of salt, y'all. In my experience, it takes a long time for musical projects to pay off comparatively with art projects. That's not the case for everyone. That's just how it's been for me. And I think it suits me better to have something where it's like, I don't mind paying a subscription as long as I'm getting other benefits as well. But if it's like a maintenance thing, did I say prescription? Subscription. If it's just a maintenance thing that I'm like not getting any return on my investment, I'm gonna snip that out of my life. This is sounding pretty good now. All right, that's a nice snap. Let's pile up a couple more and then call it good. I'm happy that I'm replacing sounds. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I think this is my last snap. Lander does put in all the same outlets, all the same kind of outlets that DistroKid does. Maybe even more. Another thing I don't like about DistroKid is I feel like they're not upfront about the fees of what actually gets included in what. Like, you can do bare minimum stuff for like $19.99 a year or whatever, but then like if you want to sign up, if you want to be in Shazam, if you want to be in have YouTube content ID, it's all extra. So it's like there's a piling up of fees and stuff, and I feel like it just kind of takes advantage of people who don't really know what it all means. And I feel like it just doesn't set people up for success the way that some other distributors do. I feel like Lander is a little bit more committed to seeing people have some success. Whereas DistroKid, I don't know. They strike me as self-serving. I think they should just like offer that stuff at a flat cost rather than being like, for another $5 a year, add this, blah, blah, blah. It's just, I'm annoyed with that kind of upselling. It feels dishonest and yucky to me. Yeah, like, this is my DistroKid rant. Yep. I don't know. I don't like them. What can I say? Hashtag produce eats distro. Yeah. They aren't my cup of tea. They are the cups of tea for others. And that's fine. We all have our cups of tea. And we all have our sponsors. That I don't have any sponsors. I mean, my husband is my sponsor. Ta-da! So, DistroKid doesn't pay me any money. And, I respect you gotta hustle. You gotta hustle. So, a lot of the folks who do production stuff, like, get deals with DistroKid. And, like, affiliate marketing deals. Yep. So, there's that, too. Follow the money. Yeah, this channel is definitely not endorsed by DistroKid or any of their affiliates. Does DistroKid have affiliates? There's affiliate market. Oh, whatever. Okay. Sponsor spouses are the best. Hashtag. Yes, they are the best. All right. So now that I've got this collection of little snaps. Oh, you know what, though? I don't like the way I need to clean up their endings and beginnings, as a matter of fact. And I want to chorus them a little bit more. What I mean by chorusing is just spreading them out a little bit more, like a chorus of people who all sing the same note at the same time, ish. Even if they're a really good chorus. The reason it sounds like a chorus is because there's just little tiny differences in the timing and the pitch. That's pretty nice. I can deal with that. All right, so I'm gonna right click, loop all the, or not loop them, but gather them up. And now I should be able to fade the ends. Yep. All at once. How do we like that? Oh, no. That's not nice. Just a little fade. Okay, and then we'll fade the tops a little bit. Make them neat. Good. All right, that's sounding pretty good now. Now, selecting all of that and bouncing it into its own sound. Shoop, there's my snap. Nice. So let me, again, top and tail this. Like so. Bounce it again. And double click. Clip. Save loop. Snaps. Snaps 1. I'm sure I'll have other snaps in the future, but that's a pretty nice snap sound. And let's mute it for now. Go back to Sitala. And see if this is a worthy substitute that I've made. Snaps over here. It's tiny. All right, well, let's first try compressing it. Turn up the volume. That has more of a clappy sound to it. This sample itself is very clicky. All right, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this again. I'm going to take this sound, transpose it down again by 6. That seemed to like work well. Wait, did I transpose it up? I think I did. I totally did. Did I do that for the kick too. Jeez, so well. All right, down by 6. I have another idea. Make this take lane. I'm gonna copy this down, and then now I'm gonna transpose this down by 6 and play those together. I like that. That's good. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna transpose this down by 6. It's crazy. Cool. Okay. I also want to make this a little louder. So I'm going to normalize that. And then bounce those together. Yep. I have a lot of things in my head. Okay. And did I bounce it again? Yes. All right. And this is going to be snaps 2. See if we like that any better than snaps 1. Oh, take that off solo so you can hear things. I understand I have a lot of things on that bus itself, so, or on that track itself. So let's look at that. What's going on? A lot of reverb. It's not bad, but... Oh, what is this? That's gonna help. That EQ was set pretty clamped down on the sound. Okay. It just sort of doesn't read as a snap. I think there's too much reverb. And let's get this. First of all, I have it turned down a lot. Not a fan of that reverb that's in there. Okay, so let's try a couple other things. I want to try putting it in the warm slammed. That sort of saturates it a bit. Let's saturate it even more with the saturation knob. Ugh. What? Oh. It just doesn't sound like a snap. It sounds really dull. Okay. I'm not really thrilled about that snapping sound. Yep. I might have to end this in frustration because now my ears are like, everything's offensive. So it's probably time to stop. See that clicking? It's so nice. It's such a nice sample. It's not as easy as one would think. Just snap your fingers and you're done. It's hard to get a nice snap that sounds like a snap. I have to think about it. I think it's I took a little bit of Sarah Bell Reed's modular synth course, not very much at all. I like her, but one of the things she talks about that I just remembered was that first you make the sound, then you shape the sound, then you move the sound, and I really like that. And I think that goes for making any kind of sound. Is like you can get a good recording, but then I'm shaping the sound. I'm having to shape the sound, and then we figure out things like automation and moving it in LFOs and that sort of thing. So anyway, thank you, Mark George. You say if it helps, I think it fits really well. Ah, that's nice. I might go back to it. But yeah, that snapping. The quality of this like snap sample that I already had that somebody else made is like so crispy. It's crispy and like a fleshy snap. Gross. But it's like you can hear like the room in it too. I think that's another cool thing. It feels like I can hear the room in which it was recorded. Anyway. But I'm really happy about that kick sound, and like that's mine. That's mine. I can use that. So feeling great about that. Before I do anything, I should probably like save, even though we just switched out a couple of sounds, I want to save this kit. Okay. As I want to save kit as LJ Lo-Fi with the DIY, so that I have that for future. So now it's there, and I'll continue to edit it and play with it that way, but I'm pretty happy with the sounds so far, except for the snap. Yes, tired ears are tired, definitely. Fleshy Snap was the name of my 7th grade beat poetry collective. Yes. I love it. I just thought the Puppet Festival inspired me. Like maybe my next band is Puppet Knife Fight. I thought that would be a really good name. I don't know what kind of music we'd make. But I'm excited. This Saturday I'm doing the 20 song day challenge again with Bree and Little Spiral. And I am fully planning on writing ridiculously silly, stupid songs and possibly recording them with like a tape player and not my DAW, as an exercise in like not being so serious all the time. I feel like I've been very serious about my music making and art making, and this Puppet Festival really opened my eyes to like, okay, silly is extremely important. Silly is important, and it's okay to be serious about being silly. So I'm planning on getting super silly this Saturday with the 20 song day, where we'll start in the morning and attempt to write 20 songs by the evening and then share them all. I got a really sweet batch last time, and I think this time it'll be a lot of fun. So it'll be like songs about my cat and my houseplants. So should be sweet. Well, folks, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been a really good session. I feel like I got a lot done of little fiddly things that I've been wanting to do. And I'm going to play this for Claire, see what she thinks. If she gives it the A-OK. We've decided that, like, if she doesn't like one of the sounds, then, like, it's just not going in, even if I like it. And vice versa. Like, if I don't like one of the sounds that she likes, it's not going in. And that it doesn't matter if it sounds great to somebody else. Like, we have to like it. That's the rule. So yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. This has been a really nice Wednesday, and great to see some names in the chat that I hadn't seen in a while. Delightful. I wish you the best on all of your creative endeavors this week, and yeah, definitely feel free to share those project links, because I think this is a neat little creative community we have here, and it'd be fun to support each other's work. So, all right. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you next time.